Yeah, awesome, right? All right, there we go. Hey. All right. Well, since I live within a reasonable distance of Philadelphia and it's the Super Bowl tonight, I am legally obligated to say, "Go Birds!" All right, so we are coming back to Satisfactory. All right, this is night 3 of Satisfactory. My first plan, my first plan tonight is to be redesigning the top floor, my iron production line so far. So let's come on in and hopefully I have the hopefully I've got the volume set right this time, because apparently the second stream I just didn't have game sound for part of it. Ain't that wonderful? Alright, so here we go. Everything's exactly as I left it, which is what I want to fix. Okay, so that I've decided is inefficient. So what are we gonna do? We are gonna wait a minute. Oh, look at me, I'm distracted already. How are you doing? You okay? You okay-ish? Okay. You're eating more leaves. Got that. So, what we're gonna do is we are gonna make the we're gonna make a little, yeah. Alright, so considering that I am going to be using a lot of power, I have to redesign my power station, and I need iron plates. Of course I need iron plates. What was that? Random flower? Okay. Fun. Great. Got that going, got that going. Right. Plates. I'm empty plates. Plates are on the other side. Never enough. Okay. So. Can't believe it. Alright. First, we're gonna set up over here. How should I do this? Because we've got another pure iron node over here. And if I'm remembering correctly, chainsaw will hurt. Got another pure iron node over here. Got this copper. That's another pure iron node over here. So I have a lot of opportunity for iron. I just have to make proper use of it. But I don't want to run out of power before this happens. That's the problem. That's why I... Okay. So, now I can do a little bit more. Buddy! You brought me biomass. Good boy. Is that a hunt? Maybe less than 100. It's not good. Oh, I'm taking too long to do this. Alright, so we're gonna do this real quick. Like that. Propagate. Alright. So, don't need the chainsaw right now. So, what we're gonna do is, I forgot to put the things here, because I ran out of plates. That's right. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna move this over here and do a thing. Why did you turn? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to need a merger. Merger. And then we're going to do that to here. And yada yada. Then we're gonna have our... Dang it! Now we're gonna do that instead of what I meant to do. If it really ticks me off later, I'll fix it. Alright, but this does give me an opportunity to demonstrate something. These splitters and mergers have the stuff going into it take turns. Have the input and output lines take turns. And is, to a certain degree, smart about it. So basically, it'll take one from here, it'll take one from here. If it was going the other direction, it would come in here and would take turns going to whichever one it could, which can be useful for organization. Okay, 15 per minute. That'll clear out eventually, because, yeah. One of the neat things about the conveyor belts in Satisfactory is that they're actually rated for a specific... They actually have a rate of, right here, it says transports up to 60 resources per minute. Which means, you know, it's how quickly things will move down the line. The concrete is getting produced at 15 per minute, which means that I'm currently putting 30 concrete bags per minute through this line here, which means that eventually these will clear out of this backlog here. Like, you can see over here that, you know, it's solid line getting here, but then there's a little space between them. So it's 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. Once again, I'm sorry if anybody's not enjoying the, if I'm moving the mouse, if I'm moving the visuals around too quickly. I don't get motion sick from video games, and I forget that sometimes other people do. Alright, now we can get back to what I was trying to do. After I pet the dog. Yes. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. you eat more now, or are you... I think that'll work. Yes. Yes. Back to what I was trying to do earlier. Yeah, and the other neat thing is, one, conveyor belts don't need power. Oh, hey Glow. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for saying that. Have fun at the party. Go Birds. Alright. So yeah, one more time I just love the splitters. They're so useful. So you can kind of see it here if the lizard wasn't in the way. But like they come in with very little space between them and they split apart. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now. Okay, alright. Once again, getting distracted is my way of life. So, what we're gonna do is we are gonna not be catty corner. Put that on Zoop. Hey, buddy. Alright. Right now, I need to... I have a kind of specific plan for what I want to do. It involves a small chain of constructors, because there's multiple parts to what I'm about to do. But I think first we should start with right now, we'll start with 2. Other way around. Hey, buddy. I need you to move a little there. Come here. Yeah, better. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna have here. Gonna hopefully get some style points on this one. Alright, so we are gonna... So we got a constructor, we'll need it coming out this way. Apparently you really like me now. This is great. Gonna need to be... Technically, I could have one more in here, but I haven't found any mushrooms yet, so that's completely irrelevant to the situation. deal with what we got, not with what we don't just yet. Okay, so I'm gonna need a merger. Click to click. Boop to bop. Do I want it like that? Or do I want it more? Yeah. Then, step the next will be another constructor. That's hanging off a little too far. I don't like that. So we're gonna, like I said, we're going for style points here. Wait a minute. Ah. I have it pointed in that direction. That's not how I meant to do that. So let's try this again. Were you trapped under the conveyor belt? Alright, we are taking parts. We are going this way. Click to clack. That. Now we are gonna. Now we're gonna be able to put a. How do I want to do this? I mean, I could do one more line. I want a certain amount of. I want a certain amount of condensed, but I also don't want it to be like terrible. That's wrong orientation. That's just gonna have to go around like that. Ah, yes, that's right. I should put a storage unit in here. I was gonna screw everything up anyway. Ah, glorious. Alright, so we'll do this. Alright, then we'll hit this to here. And I'll be able to also take this down. That'll now be irrelevant. Irrelevant. Okay, so why did I just rearrange all of that? Very simple. Because I am changing what's going into here. This is going to produce solid biofuel out of leaf biomass and wood biomass. Also, I am going to have to add power to all of this. Let's work on posture a little bit. Alright, how do I want this? That way. So we got ding da 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 da. Alright. So how it's gonna work is this is getting leaves, all my leaves. This is getting all my wood. And over here, we are going to drop all the current biomass I have. And and it's gonna trundle into here. It's gonna get turned into solid biofuel, which is even better. As you see, it says 450 millijoules, as opposed to 180 millijoules for each. So it's gonna do that, and then it's gonna blah, 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 blah. Basically, as soon as this starts hitting in, there we go. Now, I love how well this game does this stuff. You can actually see them starting to stack up at the machines. So what's going to happen is I'm going to just try and steal that, and that, and that. And basically they're going to burn out their last piece of biomass, and then they're starting to use the solid biofuel. And eventually this will all stack up. And see, the biofuel, it takes 4 per minute, as opposed to however much the... how did I get that? I need that anyway. So I'm just going to go back over here and drop that biomass. How did I do that? Now, until these lines get full, I'm not going to get any storage capacity. Like, there's not really going to be any storage in the storage container because it's got an outflow that's acceptable. This is where it really starts getting... Well, to me, this is the fun part. Because now it's stacking up. We're gonna... So it's starting to stack up. We have that. Now, let me check. How much power am I using? My capacity is 90. My max consumption is 106. Alright. That's not great. Basically, if everything I had connected to the grid was running, I would be overburdened and everything would shut down and yell at me again, which we don't like. But I can alleviate some of that by getting rid of this. Alright, we got that, sort that out, so I have a organization. Alright, now the trouble becomes, how do I... it's not going to be that much of a problem. I could web this out pretty well. Honestly. It'll be easy to add another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be more than enough I need until I get to full power, I hope. Worst case scenario, I'll just extend that line out and do another set. But part of that is going to definitely be making sure I have enough. Hey, bud. You're stuck down there, aren't you? You found some computers. Alright. That's all. You can just hang out there, okay. You can just stay there. Okay. Yeah, I believe I mentioned last stream that the lizard doggo, once you make friends with him, will find stuff for you, and you can just go over and pick it up. And he just finds pretty much random stuff. I am still glad that he has yet to bring me any nuclear waste, which is technically an option. I told you to get out of here. 45. I have... Oh, right, I was doing that. So what is this? Alright, so power situation is... actually terrible. So I do need to fix that. Iron is going okay, just not this. Is a tree trying to grow here? Alright, yeah, I just saw a flash of something trying to like zone in. Because the map. So this is my screws are going okay. Yeah, screws are going great. Hey, that's more like it. Whee! It's always annoying when sometimes they'll grow up under the things that you made and sometimes they won't. Got some more there. Let's see what we got. Actually, 51. Now is going to be very frustrating. Yay. Doo-doo-doo. And it's time for the button.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint. Fix-It.
The list. That wouldn't be a bad idea. The power slugs are very useful because now I can make power shards. Power shards make my machines work faster, but in order to make a power shard, I need power slugs. They will be very useful at a later time. That'll also be a good idea to do because more inventory slots. And then the rebar gun. I don't need barrel nuts for that. I wonder how many cable I have. 600. I mean, honestly, I could just do that. Sometimes you gotta, you know, grease the gears. That's one reason why it is difficult to, like, that. How is this not going in? Why are you not moving? Why are you not moving? This should be an intake. Why you no do the thing? Is there no connector? Like, that's input, that's output. You should be going through. Like, there should be a lot more wire on this because that should be doing what it's supposed to be doing. Alright, let's see if we can fix this. Alright. Maybe it'll work this time. No. ¿Por qué? Alright. we're gonna do this a little more, now we're gonna hook the thing. Cannot wait. Alright, that's one of the reasons why I need to get the sink going. And this. Oh. Except as long as you work. That's going in, that's going out. This should work. Oh, it's probably something stupid like that. Sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Alright, so it was hard to say, but the, apparently this merger was not properly attached to the conveyor belt I thought it was. So it was essentially like next to it. So that's why this wasn't coming in the side and attaching. Why it was just kind of getting, like, it was just getting stopped. So now I have my full wire capacity going again. Yay. Let's see how, ooh, you've got a, I have, maybe I should do that. You are going to, what do we got here? We got iron plates, because I need iron plates. Let's switch you to, you know what? Let's make some copper sheets. Intake is there. Yes. Like that. So I don't have a full setup for my copper sheets, which I am going to need a lot of. I'm going to need a lot of everything all the time, forever. So we're going to start that on the short line. And I'm gonna blow my power because I completely forgot to manage my power up. That if everything was going, I would lose power. And now that I've got that running again, yeah, crap. Let's put you on standby. Got fuel. Got fuel. Got fuel. Max consumption is unfortunately 102. Capacity. Grumble, grumble, mutter, mutter. Alright, you know what? Fine. Fine. Leaves. There. Alright. Hey, buddy. You found me concrete. There. Alright, so good bit there. You're doing okay. I need to... what I thought I wasn't gonna have to do for a while, I apparently have to do now. Add more power plants. That's biomass. That means I need more iron plates. What a surprise. Okay. I need to do all this so that I can redesign my space up here with possibly fewer smelters. Alright. So now I have... that last time I hit the button, I got the Mark II logistics, which is basically better conveyor belt, better lift belt, or better conveyor lift, and a better conveyor pole. Which basically, the stackable conveyor pole does not have a maximum height, because you just keep stacking more of them on top of each other. That'll be useful once I have a few other things to keep my conveyor belts more organized and better out of sight. I really should not be jumping off of that so much, but that's what I'm doing. So, power requires wire. At least I have plenty of wire. Plenty of wire. There's another thing I need wire for. More inventory space. Also important. And power slugs. No. Power slugs is what I need that for. That... okay. I have the memory of some weird fish. I don't know. I'll grab some screws, then I'll be able to scan for power slugs, which is useful, because later I'm going to want all of them, at least until I'm able to artificially make power cells. I should check on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1,000. And then where's the Horker bits? I didn't use all of them, did I? So I needed one for my alien protein.
Power slugs extract latent energy from their surroundings to sustain themselves. By tuning the object scanner to the particular potential energy signature, it is now able to locate them against the background environmental static.
I could have sworn I still had more. No. You just left it somewhere. Could be clogging one of my lines. I don't have any other storage besides that one. I am highly confused right now. Mildly upset. I have to go find some hogs, kill them. Well, just like 3. Well, not necessarily hogs. Wait, I can't leave. I was gonna do my power supply. This would be a splitter. Now, I can why do you keep trying to go on top of things? What are you overlapping? The power part. Power. Wait a minute. Okay, good. They are all attached to the power grid. You know what? Let's see. This off, turn you to emergency status. Gradually get things. Alright. Biomass is unfortunately one of those things that I'm just gonna leave that there. He gave me a nuclear grenade. Good boy. Good boy, puppy. Thank you for finding that for me. I'm so glad that's not lost. Friggin' lizard dog found a nuclear bomb. Literal nuclear bomb for me. That's great. I'm just gonna leave that there. Why? Oh, goodness. Okay. So, I'm going to upgrade that. So, we do have some of these. Alright, so here is one of the fun things about Satisfactory. One could say one of the satisfactory things that happen. I have selected my conveyor belt. since I am also moused over another conveyor belt Mark 1, they're not interacting. I am going to hit A. I'm going to hit E to switch to conveyor belt Mark 2. As you can see, it is overlapped onto what I selected before, and it's showing how I'll be able to build it. So I'll do this. Now, the Mark II conveyor belt can carry 120 objects per minute. Twice as fast as the other one. Considering that this is creating 300 biomass per minute out of the wood, it needs a lot of throughput. That's why we're slowing down. Now we're going to have a whole lot more here, probably going to get some stack up. So that's... Let's also... So it's going to faster, get into there. Yep, that was the other holdup I was having. I hadn't even realized. Because this little bit was only going at a rate of 60 per minute. This was not operating at full efficiency. Now it will. I'm going to make sure it does. I'm just going to kind of drop that in there, and now it can't stop. So now, as you can see, this is all filled up. Ain't that great? Now, this is just going through. Oh, what? And I'm going to just crank that up a little bit. Move that a little faster. Are we backed up here at all? Not exactly. So load balancing is very important for Satisfactory, just like to make sure that everything happens correctly. I'll be able to put another one there, but I want to do this side first for some proper balancing. Ah, wonderful. It's full anyway. Grab some of that later. Alright, so now we want another splitter. And take this way, go that way. Good. Now we just make another biomass burner over here. We give that some power. Oh, actually. This is gonna be so weird to untangle later. Alright, so now my production capacity is 150. So what I'm going to do is actually put this one on standby until I add a few more running machines, which is going to be very quickly, but I'd rather stock up on some stuff than completely just have a nuclear grenade in here. No, I'm not going to rename the dog nuke. That's not good. So you're chugging along. This is good. This is good. You're filling up. We will get there eventually. You're topped off. Oh, right. Like I was saying earlier. Now we can see that as the as the various as the machines fill up and can no longer take product, the conveyor belt fills up, and then the splitter stops putting things out where it can't fit. It's very good. Now we got that going. That. So now instead of splitting this 3 ways, it's basically splitting it 2 ways. And because of things, it's essentially just going right to there. We're going to start stacking up now. Yeah, because this is producing 60 per minute. but my need for solid biofuel is currently 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 16 per minute. I am going to have a stash of this rather soon. Isn't that wonderful? It is. We forgot how well this goes. Alright, so now could turn into these into 9. I plan for a lot of machines. Let's just gonna do that. You're not going yet because you're not connected to the power grid just yet. Because I am running out of connections. Oh, that is the frustrating part about this game sometimes, of making sure that things actually fit. No empty, no empty, no empty. Which is the one that goes to you. Looks like that thing's going all over the place. I hate it. You. So. I'm gonna have that connected to there. That's filling up. That's filling up. Oh, this is the nice part for some of it. Except that I'm just slowly burning through fuel as I'm just standing here watching things move on pellets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for lucky number 11. Alright, so I'll be able to do that. So we got 3 that aren't running yet. So fill. Oh, it's so nice. Here we're going. Here we're going. I should. Yeah, that's better. I need to do that. So otherwise it just fills up. Because this makes 20 at a time. You know what? I'm gonna speed this up by just picking that up and doing it manually. Oh, is the manta ray back? You're going well. Alright, I should grab some biomass. So my emergency power supply is ready to run if absolutely necessary. Got 1/3. Good. So out of 7 times 4, 28. Okay. Good. Current production capacity exceeds need. We are ready. Now, instead of my limit being 90, my current production capacity for power is 210 megawatts, which means now I can finally turn this off. Now I can finally start making. Revamp my iron production. I don't need that. I'll just take that. Right, I stopped that because it was, oh, that's what it was for. So I have not produced any iron copper sheets. Iron sheets or something else. Wait. How do I want to do this? Because the end goal is to get it up there. I don't want it to be too... Yep, that's power. Snap to the grid. Now, need smelters. We'll start with that. Okay. This is going to be interesting because I just made 4 of those, and as you may have noticed, power comes in 4s. So we'll put that there. sushi belt. No, that'd be stupid. Alright, so there's... From the people that have been playing this game since the beta test, since like beta, which actually only recently ended for it technically, they call a certain type of ooh, I could do that. That'd be funny. They call a certain type of arrangement of belts a sushi belt. Basically, as something as an object comes through, it will split off in. It'll basically go to a station, and it'll go in, and it takes advantage of the fact that these splitters will only split. That's not gonna do how I thought it would. That these splitters will split. Jeez. Yeah, I have words. That these splitters will only go onto something that can receive. That's the best way to say that, really. So we are going to put a splitter basically in front of this machine, and then in front of this one, and then in front of this one, and then in front of this one. And so as the iron comes through, it'll go into it as it's able to fit. Let's get back up there. Let's get alright. So right now my sushi belt only goes 3 high because I messed up. That is too steep, not angled correctly, something. So we'll try this again. Nope. Oh, what? This is why we test things. I gotta sink that down to the ground. Wrong one. Ah! I hope that works. now we got this, and essentially, if I need to, I can extend this further. So now what I'm gonna do is, I've already got that. How should I do this? Iron. Wait a minute. Alright, so standard goes 6 is flooded at 60. Okay. Bird. Okay. So here we go. This puts out 120 per minute, and each of these only really wants 30. So they're gonna flood up. That's the goal. Let's do the merger. So that's going to feed over here. Then fill those up. They'll go there. Then I will have happy lines. I'll basically be able to replace that with a storage unit. This is gonna be ridiculous. Okay. Stop you for a minute. That'll keep running until that runs out. They're all powered. Right? Right. So now, that's going to be easy. But I am planning for expansion already, so I am going to want to use Mr. Handy Dandy Line Merger. How much more do you have going? So much more. Okay. But that's fine, that's fine. If this starts taking too long, I can just swing that around. Cool. Perfect. Excellent. The reason why I'm putting a merger here is that I have, as I mentioned before, I have several other iron nodes that in very close proximity that I'll be able to bring down into this. Or possibly put them other places. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Excellent. Okay. Now, out enough space for something else to come. Unless I want to... You know what? That's probably a better one. Not that thing direct. This is so I can test that it's working before really firing everything up. Basically, this one is going to take the longest to get fed. But eventually it will. And so what I'm going to do is take some of this directly and just slap that in here. Now, eventually they'll all fill up. I need the better one. There we go. There. That will speed this up a little bit. See, this one has got a full line, got less of a full line. This one barely getting any. That one's technically losing them. But what's going to happen is once this one hits capacity, the next one will get more priority. It eventually works. The other way to do it is to split the lines directly and go in each one, and that can be useful, but this takes less space and looks neater. Alright. Next step. Right. Stop patting yourself on the back and finish the job, Andrew. Alright, so we're gonna fall off. Don't worry, that was kind of planned. Just going to worm around a little bit. Stop getting distracted and finish it. That's not great. And if I really wanted to, I could just kind of. No. Let's do that for the moment. That's too steep, really? Oh, this is gonna be stupid. Let's not have that happen. That'd just be silly. Alright, so storage unit is now feeding the machine. And actually this will be helpful, because that way they'll all fill up eventually. And I can turn on this. Good. And, alright, we are building up. This is great. See? All of these are filled. They're just happily humming away. good. Now I just need to fix my iron production. Which will basically be removing the entire thing. Gonna have you know what? I'm just gonna let this go. I'm just gonna let all this run out. Alright. That's okay. Now, an hour and a half into the stream, I am finally into redesigning my iron layouts. Alright, yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes. Let's have that finish up shortly. So this So, because that light is yellow, I know it's not working. Well, it's not running. So this is done. Take it. This one has also run out of iron. And so has this one. Sometimes it really is just better to start over again. I just hope I don't accidentally delete something that I need. Okay. Alright, so you are iron rod, into iron rods. Iron rod produced 15. Oh, right, okay. Because I was producing 30. More screws. Okay. So iron rod produced more than I need for this. Always gonna need more screws because you never need just one screw. It's half a dozen, it's a dozen, it's 20 more. So I'm just gonna take that and put that over there. Okay. This setup isn't... Okay, this setup is terrible. Oh. Okay, let's redesign this. I'll have to 4 lines of 30. So one of those lines can split into both of these and be satisfied. One of those lines. Iron plates can take 1 line. Considering how many iron plates I might need. 2 lines just for that. What else? What other recipes do I have? Where did they all? And now not much. So now to use something I haven't used yet. Alright, this is the search box. It lets me see things. Like, what do I use screws for? Right now. I'm gonna need rotors. I'm gonna need a lot of rotors. Always need a lot of rotors. Alright, time to start building for effect. Frame, smart plate. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna need reinforced iron plates. I'm gonna need reinforced iron plates coming out my butt. So. I'll maximize the... What? How did I pick up a... In order to maximize the usage of one of those, we'll go to 2 of these, we'll go to 1 of those. Oh yeah, this takes a lot of space. This, not gonna work. Alright. So I'm gonna make 2, 10, here's 15. Alright, so write this down. Alright, so 1 smelter. One smelter makes 3 iron. Split that into 15 rods. To go into 10 to make a lot of screws. So 10 rods makes 40 screws. So it'll be 120 screws into an assembler to make reinforced iron plate. $60 per minute. Okay, into 2. And 2 iron plates. Iron plate, iron plate operates at 30 a minute. 20 a minute. Ooh. Yeah, this is where all the numbers get complicated. If you want to maximize your efficiencies, instead of that, so I'll split that off. All right, yeah, I'm seeing how this will work. I'll basically get 1.5 outputs from a lot the line of these. Okay. Still going? You're still going. Okay. Zoop. Excellent. Oh, that was not the best time. Oh my god, I don't want to waste that. Yes. Unbuild it as you're standing on it. That's obviously the best choice. Alright. But that does mean I have a good measurement now. Just have to make the other ones exactly the same height. And I know they can reach over here. This is good. This is good. 8 splitter. Not you. Does the telltale extend that far? No. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do that do this the other way. Alright, turn that to straight. Nope. There we go. Oop. Okay. Alright. So you aren't gonna need much. Alright. Ready and wait. Alright. It's so wonderful. Still going. 1 plus 1. Alright, let's actually build some things. Production disruptor. That's not gonna work. Gotta be a little further in time. Why am I in Christmas? Anyway. You're gonna make iron plates. Alright. You're gonna make iron plates for... This is something I like to do in a lot of my production lines. I like to just add some would call possibly an extraneous storage container. Basically, it's kind of an overflow control. If something goes wrong down the line, I'm able to just it doesn't stop the whole line immediately, and I'm able to kind of manage things. And if I need to grab some, I can just grab it from here. Alright, so now, that's part one. Now, we're gonna have to get really creative to fit everything in here. Maybe? So that's gonna be that. That's gonna be the one. Because I'm gonna put a splitter right here. Bonk. Next. This is gonna be exciting. You know what? Let's give myself some more space. How about that? You know what? Brilliant. Things don't have to be as super tight as possible. There we go. Now it's kind of professional looking. Gonna be rods. You're gonna be rods. Now I have to split these two into three. Alright, so I'm gonna make a merger. producing 30 iron rods a minute, which means I need to feed that into and I'll be able to just bring that over to there. Okay, now this is starting to come together in my head. So now we're gonna get 3 more constructors and just basically put them next to each other. Well, actually, what I should do first is put a splitter to make sure I have enough space for everything. So there's never enough space for everything. Alright, that'll work. What are you intersecting with? Oh, power pole. Acceptable. You'll be retiring shortly. Now, we're going to put a merger. I'll do it. So we're gonna screw. What merger? Now, just to make sure, I'm going to switch this over to a rod real quick, and then I'm going to drop a completed rod in it and see what happens. Excellent. I need to grab them all, or sometimes it's hard to get things out of it. 23. Alright, good. Got them all. So now, producing 120. Excellent. Plenty of screws. Just start. Those. Not forget about you. You're going to be going over here. So you're producing 30, 20 per minute. Let that go. so this is gonna be full usage of screws. Now they're not actually gonna go in yet because there's no power. There, now they have power. Now we are producing screws. Take this in. And then an assembler. And you're number 3. And a little bit further. And assembler is making plates. Reinforced iron plates. Andrew said, how will you get your iron plates over to here? Simple. Handy dandy. Super friend. Oh, right. Okay, so how much? So now we've got that. We are building reinforced iron plates. I'll put it up there. So gotta do that. And I'm gonna do something else over here. Oh, I should look for rotors first. Yikes. Considering that I am not, since I am not immediately going to be putting this into full use, I'm going to be making storage for those. Soon I will have something direct to do with it, but it's better to have stacks and stacks of them than have them just sitting there. Now, I've still got 2 whole lines to do stuff with. Honestly, I think I should just... Not enough space? That's not enough space. Let's put that there. Put down. Okay. So now, just to kind of... do. Gonna have a bridge there. We're gonna bring a constructor up to it. Oh, you send surfaces anyway. Alright, so now we conveyor belt that. Tell us that it's making iron plates. Perfect. Power. Check my max consumption is 125 out of 100 or 210. Perfect. Now I'm going to need to make another setup like this. So now let's do a super temporary build of crafting bench. I need a couple rotors. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need 4, not a couple. I apologize. I was inaccurate, and I expect to be burned at the stake later for my crimes. Okay, that's enough. Constructor. I want this. So that's gonna come into here. Alright. You are gonna be making rotors. Means I need 20 iron rods per minute. And 100 screws. Kind of do this. This is not going to go well. Alright, power. Now, as we discussed before, iron rods are made at 15 per minute. Later, I'll be able to more fine tune that. But I think, oh wait, there. Eventually, that'll jump up. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this over like here. Give myself enough space? Almost? Maybe? Did I do this good? You know what? Yeah, let's switch that to here. Splitter. Do 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 do. Oh, right, I need to tell him what to make. Alright. So now we got that. Now I just gotta... It's gonna be so much easier once I have the larger containers. Let's... How to do? Because I need to get over there. Fit here? Ah, no. Try not to spaghettify too much. That might actually be the best idea. Nice thing about them, they stack. Merger. Almost. Ooh, that just doesn't make it because it has to go through several other objects. Alright, now, however, wrong button. Conveyor lift. Oh, I guess from the traffic sounds, I think the Eagles are doing well. Yep, that's the happy honks. Alright, I think do it like this. You know what? No, let's just go a little higher. Climbing. Oh, it's mildly ridiculous, but it's not terrible. Like, everything is accessible and reasonably laid out. Like, I can get around to everything, which is a major improvement over some of my builds, let me tell you. Like, there were a couple of them where I had to, like, actively parkour through everything. But this, you know, mostly is okay. No, it's not. I know. We got it. Alright, and now we will have... Okay, that's almost everything on the menu, isn't it? And then, you know, not free, yeah. producing. We have production. I should have done it. I'm gonna need those problems. Okay, so now I'm building rotors. Okay, not quite optimal, but I'm building rotors. I'm also that. Oh, I have plenty of. Oh, I can. No, I can't make the jump pads yet. I need a bunch of rotors. That'll happen. That'll happen eventually. 4 per minute. Oh. Alright. Reinforced iron plates are getting produced. Well. Okay. So now. Alright. This is okay. It's not perfect, but it's traversable for the most part. It's horrible now. Ugh. Oh man, once I have more options for building stuff, I'll probably I'll definitely come back up here and rearrange some stuff. One of the interesting things is that some people, when they're building, like to do a logistics floor, basically kind of a subfloor where they put all the conveyor belts down just below, and then have it come back up just for the machines. So you're doing okay. Okay. You're moving. You're less moving. You're doing good. Alright. Okay, so I'm planning a wire. This is good. I could just attach that to that. Well, that's good though. Have it spread out a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Don't need that. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. Why did I just do that? I don't need it for... I don't need it for those anymore. I definitely need it for, like, the smart plating, which I'll need to make soon. It's one of the goals of the game. Jeez. I don't need that at this very moment, so I'm just gonna delete it. I didn't want to go in that direction. That's good. 20 per minute versus 15 per minute. Let's... Why am I just so insistent on just... So you're not going to be doing copper. You're not going to be doing that. You're going to... I'm just going to jump on this. Let's say concrete. You're not doing that. Gonna do a constructor here. Nudge, nudge. Perfect. Copper sheets. Where'd that power go? Oh, that's what I was looking for. And there we are. Alright, we now have all the copper things being made as well. And hopefully, sufficient production. Sufficient rates. Okay, yeah, this is a really good demonstration. Where the conveyor belt is just moving along. And the ones that can't take it, don't. Then we go here. Perfect. Hey, alright. Apparently the Eagles won. Good for them. It's kind of blowout. Almost twice the score of the other team. Impressive. Alright, so let's see if I can optimize this a little bit. Yeah, that's a stupid little thing to do. It's hilarious. Alright, let's see. This is a stupid little trick to basically make it more make more of a wire come down into the cable as opposed to anywhere else. Fortunately, it does slow things down, so we'll yeah, see, now we're doing better. Basically half of the wires split off here. Then half of them again come back around and go in here again. So it actually ends up being more. So yeah, This is like I said, a stupid little trick to get things to work more how you want them. Alright, so we got our wire production, we got our cable production. And the nice thing about it is, when this does overload, when this does finally just flood, it just means everything else goes around the other way. No problem at all. Oh, wow. I'm getting good and bad at that. Let's see how well my rotor production is going. Not the right button. 34, that's not bad. Not getting enough screws, of course. That needs 100 a minute, and this only needs 60 a minute, and this is fucking up. I mean, I could do the same thing. Concrete's going well. Gonna do something stupid. It'll be fun. There it is. So I'm just gonna put a merger right here. No, not enough space. What? No. I'm not sure what that sound was, but it wasn't supposed to happen. And now... So now... 2/3 of the screws are going to come through here. That's going to be 120, it's going to be 40 and 80. It's not perfect. Well, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's a little better than it was. Oh, that's so dumb. Alright. Yeah, eventually this is workable, not great. But sometimes that's the more fun way to do it. Eventually, can you actually program rates with the programmable splitters? Okay, Oh yeah, I still need to build the space elevator. I can do that. Probably should. Invalid placement. Oh, okay. Oh no, I don't want to put it there. That's on top of a node. I'll have to figure out a place to put the space elevator. Space elevator is one of those things that's kind of important, because that's actually how you progress the plot line of the game. Alright, so... Oh, dang it. Soon, I'll be able to not do that. I got cables, I got... Yeah. I should check this. That's good. You moving? Oh, wood in. Oh, I'm gonna have to run around and. Oh, kind of. All right. So do a fuel like that. Oh, right. I was gonna do this. Whee! That's gonna do the thing. People just brought me computers. Well, actually, I kinda can. Just... You know what? Let's see what else he has for me besides a nuclear grenade. I'm putting this away. I can't use it yet because I don't have a detonator. So you're gonna go there. Nuclear grenade. Frick. Fauna. I should go do that. Spitters, stinger, hatchers. Do. Can't do that yet. Alright. Pretty sure it's finished now. So what's my path? I'm up here. Not my worst, honestly. There's been a couple where I had to like duck under things specifically. That's and that gets annoying. I mean, I can. One more big red button. No, maybe I should have saved that for next time.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Whew. You know what? Yeah, it's time to explore a little bit. There's like not entirely sure where I... Oh. Are you really? Had Caterium right here? This is ridiculous.
Unknown metal collected. This metallic element is showing properties similar to those in Group 11 on the periodic table, such as high conductivity and malleability. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
You get wood. You get leaves. Deuterium.
The metal has been named Caterium, after Fixit's greatest CEO Katerina Parks. It has been added as a viable alternative to gold in industrial applications, specifically in advanced electronics due to its superconductivity, malleability, and corrosion resistance.
Trimming the hedges. Basically the almost gold, near gold, whatever, is very useful for electronics. So it's going to let me do some cool stuff. Well, soon, however you want to call it. What? Not a oh. Oh, yeah, I can't eat it if it's... I have maxed out on leaves. Whee! And I can pick up some other stuff. I don't have full... I barely got anywhere. That'll be useful. leaves. Sort. If I want biomass, I'm gonna have to take it from like here or something. Alright, let's figure out a good place to drop from. Oh wow, that's bigger than I thought. Cool. Well, that's a thing. I have never actually used that thing before. I haven't actually used the U-Jelly before. That's hilarious. Let me get also. What? No, that's just silly. Whee! I'll take it. Alright, so now I got some better transportation options. Rather than just falling off and hurting myself, I can jump off and not hurt myself. And then, instead of climbing the ladder, boing, I can get slammed into the side of a storage container. Yes, this is progress. Alright. Well, that's mission accomplished for tonight, pretty much. I have rearranged and made more effective my my second floor for iron, and also I fixed up my copper stuff. Still some work I'll want to do on it. The next I'll probably Next thing I have to do, honestly, is building the space elevator that'll let me advance more of the game. Excuse me. Also, I'll may probably get into the Awesome Sink and Awesome Shop, which are fun little other ways to get more things. Not exactly advancing the tech tree, but just modifying what you've got. Like, instead of just full blocks, there's like half blocks and diagonals. So for better aesthetics, and also a few other things like ports that will let you put a lift through a floor instead of having to go around. And a few other things of that, like that. So that's one of the things I'll be working towards next stream. Also the space elevator, and possibly doing some more research and exploration, because I've got a steady foothold now, and I've got some things satisfactory, if not perfect. So yeah, I think the next stream will be 8:30 on Tuesday. I think that I think my schedule is probably going to be 4 nights a week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Start at 8:30, go to around 11. So it was nice having y'all around. Thanks for dropping by, and I hope that you had fun, or at least got some laughs out of me repeatedly falling off a building. All right. Yeah. Thanks again for hanging out, chilling out with me. See you next time.